Hey Capricorn, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with your September 2019 reading. I have shuffled your cards and I will deal them in a sec. I haven't looked yet. If anyone does want a personal reading, I do offer personal readings, so you can email me at Tara's Tarot or click the link below if you're just ready to book. Okay, let's see what's going on for the month of September. Okay, Capricorn, so we've got the Page of Wands crossed by the Knight of Wands. We've got the Page of Pentacles hanging over the reading, and we've got the Five of Pentacles underneath. Okay, recent past, we've got the Two of Pentacles, recent or near future, the Judgment card. Okay, something big is coming. All right, you're represented by the Eight of Wands. Yeah, something is like moving full steam ahead. Fast motion forward. Environment is the Knight of Cups. Maybe that's what it is. Hopes and fears. We've got the Eight of Cups. And I'm going to peek at our outcome. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Love situation. I'll show you the outcome in a minute. All right. Card under the deck is Strength. Capricorn. Ooh, I just dropped a bunch of cards. Hold on one sec. Alright, so this is a general reading, of course, so this may apply in some ways to some of you, some ways for others, or not, be only meant for some of you. But this is definitely coming up with messages about romance, love, falling in love, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm just going to kind of talk about a couple points and then we'll go through. I kind of feel like something's been in the works in the recent past, like juggling, making something happen, kind of being flexible in reality as this something is kind of gaining energy and momentum, and something's kind of developing into form, but it hasn't really been there yet. It's kind of just been a work in progress, or, doing that dance. And it looks like it's growing, like whatever you're developing, whatever your intention is, whatever you're trying to bring into reality, it's starting to sprout, it's starting to grow, you're starting to see signs of this. There's also a huge fire energy push right now where I feel like you're feeling really taken with an idea, with a dream, with an inspiration. Like you want to go, you want to do something new, you want to follow this feeling, you're believing in something and you want to get there. There's no time to waste. It's like very being enraptured by an idea and feeling very passionate, very, you're going. There's nothing in your way. There's no barrier. You're just going. And I almost feel like for some of you, like what you might be leaving a situation right now that's not even that great. Like that might be why you're so gung-ho about just moving on. Like where you've been hasn't really been a happy situation or a lucrative situation, or it's been tough and you're just like, I want to get out of Dodge. I want to move. I want to jump into this new thing. I want to follow this. Like that's my ticket. Yes. Like kind of, there's nothing really holding you here. Then we're moving into a huge judgment energy, near future, the Judgment card. So this is a whole new awakening. This is like seeing the truth of your life in one flashing moment. This is like knowing the way ahead, seeing what it's all been for, getting the message, and knowing how to move forward. So this is big. So we're going to look at that. This is love. Okay, and in our outcome, I'll show you the outcome, actually, because it makes sense. I want to talk about it now. We've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, Ten of Cups, happily ever after. We've got the Seven of Cups, emotional choices. What do I want? What do I wish for? What is my heart really calling me to do? We've got the Ten of Wands. This is about being unburdened, getting those burdens off, releasing yourself from exhaustion or burdens. And then the Lovers. So we're definitely talking about a soulmate, kind of, deep connection, attraction, love. That's big time. Okay. So let me just real quick, before I want to clarify some of these, but I just want to show you the images. So, okay, present, we've got the Page of Wands. Crossed in the present, we've got the Knight. So two huge forward-moving energies. You know, this is like the inspiration, following that, believing in something, you know, going there, and this is that times 100, you know, taking action, leaving, you know, leaving stuff behind, going. So, wow. So something's captivated you, and it might be this love situation. I mean, you probably feel very passionate about it, very fired up, very excited. It's almost like this guy saying, like, come with me, and it's like, yup, I'm going, you don't have to ask me twice. Okay. So there's this, woo, now this doesn't have to be romantic. This may be for you something totally different, but it's still that same vision and belief, and I want to go towards this. I want to move forward, you know. There's some excitement and that energy of something's cooking and I want to go for it. Now, recent past, right, we've got the Two of Wands, so something's been taking shape, something's being cultivated, something's being worked into existence, and then we've got the Page of Pentacles hanging over top of the present now, showing from the recent past to the present we have growth now. So the seeds you've planted, they're starting to sprout. It's still new. You still got to develop this. You got to nurture this. But you're starting to see tangible signs in the real world that this thing has something to show for itself. You know, it's real. You can see that. Now you're showing up as the Eight of Wands. So we have this exciting energy with this Page of Wands and the Knight, and then you, to top that off, are the Eight. So there's nothing, I mean, for you, you're like full steam ahead. You're in alignment with where this energy's taking you. You're going with it. There's exciting news on the way. There's exciting developments on the way. Things are happening. Things are taking place, and you feel it. You can feel something coming. You're riding that wave. This is totally just like riding that wave. So this should be a very, very, very exciting thing. In the environment is the Knight of Cups. So for a lot of you guys, this is going to be about a romantic situation. So either someone is giving you, you know, romantic declarations, or making romantic movements, or saying, hey, you know, I want you to come with me. I want to do this. Like, let's do it. Let's go. Someone, you know, is, this is all about that, like, knight, that, what is it called? Chivalrous knight, you know, wanting to convey their love, wanting to make moves, wanting to make declarations, right? Okay. So we've got the Judgment here in the near future. This is huge. This is like pivotal. This is where everything's been leading, this Judgment energy in the near future. This is where you get to see the writing on the wall. You get to see the truth of what you've been feeling, all this energy, like go, do it, go, go, go. So I want to get a clarification card on that real quick, because that's big. Something is about to be revealed to you. The truth, the true nature of the situation is going to be revealed in a big dramatic way, where you can't mistake it. It's an absolute knowing. You see it, you hear it, you can, it's just, this is where it's all been leading. This is the truth of what's going on. All right, so let's see. What's this Judgment energy? Capricorn, September. What is going on? What does this Judgment have for them? Judgment. Why is Judgment here? Clarification for Judgment. Clarification. Okay, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Let me get one more. It's like a big epiphany that now you have to make a decision about. Now you have to actually make a practical decision. What do I do with this information? How does this change my life? What do I have to do now moving forward practically with this information? I mean, it's like getting a whole new truth about seeing behind the curtain, seeing the new reality, the new future right in front of you, and you having to be like, okay, well, wow, what do I do? What are my practical decisions I have to make? What like actual what do I have to do in my reality to you know, address this? Or, all right, one more card for the judgment energy, clarification for the judgment for Capricorn. Okay, the 10 of Swords. Yeah, so something is ending. There's an element, okay. Whew. There's an element to your life that's ending. That it's come to the end of whatever this represents, whatever storyline this is. So, hold on, let me show you. So this judgment is bringing an epiphany about leaving a negative situation behind, or there's some kind of dead-end road that you're being liberated from. You're seeing the truth behind that. You're seeing the way out of that. You're seeing the way forward. You know, there's no way to ignore it anymore. There's some kind of negative cycle that it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to be removed from. It's time for you to be liberated from. Think about it like, all right, here's this dude exhausted by all this haunting and taunting and horrible negativity that he just can't take anymore. Right? This is what he has to deal with every second of every day, right? And it's like, you know, what's going on in the universe right now with September is we're all being kind of recalibrated and taken on our correct course. We're being pushed forward on our correct course, and a lot of that, the stuff that we've kind of not gotten the picture of, or we've been hanging on to, is kind of we're being you know, that's being taken from us, or we can leave that behind because we're moving forward. So here's that fate energy for you guys. Here's what is true. Here's what your new future is. And as a result, there's something that it's no more. So here's that sunrise. Here's that, you know, universal energy coming in and going, no, enough. We're done with this whole situation, this negative, unhealthy, toxic, draining situation. It's done. The new light shines, right? And it's like you were in your coffin and no more. Here, we're done with this. We're done with this storyline. We're done with this dark, dank, you know, what is it? Catacomb with no windows, and we're ready to come out into this new world that's waiting for us, okay? But as a result of that, there are some practical decisions to make about how to move forward on your path. What do you need to do? Because we can have these epiphanies where God's like, all right, here, I'm going to show you. This energy's here. Walk through that door. But we have to walk through the door. So what's on our to-do list is figuring out, what do I have to do practically? What decisions have to be made? How do I actually change my life? What am I being? What are my options? What do I do? What are my next steps? And it's about getting out of this, whatever this negative, toxic situation is. Because the thing is, if we stay in this, it's going to keep happening. That same cycle will continue to repeat, and we will never get anything different. There is no hope in this situation. It's done. Time to leave it behind. And we're liberated. Judgment. We're being saved. We're being saved from that. Liberation. There's a new future. And this is cleansing. It's like whatever happened in the past can truly be left behind. It's closure. And we can walk into that whole new, beautiful, new reality that you want to go on. So you're full steam ahead, moving towards this new reality, and it's just going to be about tweaking, making tweaks and making decisions, and your life's going to be different. Now, okay. There's a lot. This is the kind of reading I could spend like an hour or 2 hours on, just like going through every little thing, but I'm trying to sum up. It's general. So, our outcome. Yeah, I mean, okay, so for the outcome, we've got the 10 of Cups, beautiful, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and we've got the Lovers. So, I mean, right off the bat, it's talking about getting in touch with what we desire, with our truth, and being in alignment with what we truly want, making the choice we really want, to be in alignment with fulfillment and ongoing happiness. So this is a really meaningful connection. This is a really meaningful relationship, there's something going on behind the scenes here where it's not just a physical attraction or an emotional attraction. There's some kind of meant to be soul connection here. Not necessarily like meant to be forever, but this is meant to be in your life for whatever time it's meant to. But this is really coming up. I mean, the Ten of Cups is showing longevity. Like, it's this consistent, constant, ongoing fulfillment, right? But there's some choice here. There's this message about make sure you're doing what you want to do. Do you really know what you want? Are you praying? Are you asking? Are you putting out there? Are you receiving the right thing that you truly, honestly want? Think on, focus on, ask for, be open to what it is. What's your true desire? And that has a lot to do with the Lover's card too. It's what's our true desire? What choice are we making? What is a true reflection of our true values and our true desires and who we truly are? Where are we right now in our life? And what do we value? What do we think is important? Okay, because that's what we're choosing. What are we doing here? So I feel like the most probably common explanation for this is that you're deciding to really commit to someone. You're deciding to or you're falling in love again. You're falling in love for the first time, or if this is a longer relationship, like a new level of, re-falling in love. But yeah, this looks to me like you're following this love energy, this passion. Something is developing here. You're leaving behind things in your life that did not work out. We've got the Five of Pentacles underneath the reading, so I feel like you're leaving this behind. I feel like you're like, yep, nothing's keeping me here. Maybe you're, this is like making me feel like getting kicked out of your house, or being broken up with, or not having enough money, not really loving where you live, not really loving your job, feeling like you don't have enough, you're in lack, like, when am I going to get some good stuff? But I feel like you're just leaving that behind. You're closing the door on anything that's not good for you and that you don't want, and you're really being offered this whole new future and you're taking it. That's how I feel. You're being offered this whole new romantic future and you're taking it. But it's about, there are choices to make, there's commitments to make, there are this doesn't not necessarily mean, everything's happily ever after. Like, there are, with the Lover's card, a lot of inner, could be inner conflicts, could be being afraid of falling in love. But I don't really see that, honestly. We could go into all the different scenarios. But I really feel like this is just, again, moving forward. And we're establishing some strong bonds and like commitments. Now, what else? Where'd that other card go? Oh, this came up too in the outcome, the Ten of Wands. So, I mean, the Ten of Wands is all about getting to the end of that cycle where you can put your burdens down. You can kind of release some of the things that you're responsible for, or you're focused on, that's kind of draining your energy. So, it may be just for some of you that as you come to this conclusion with this person, with this relationship, and you're making these choices and you're, deciding what to commit to, you can kind of release a lot of the tension, the pressure, whatever it took maybe for you to get to that point. It's kind of like being at the end of the road, being able to just start fresh, get rid of some of this stuff. Also, for some of you, it ties in with this theme of leaving stuff behind. So again, the near future, part of this judgment energy, this big epiphany, is realizing what you have to walk away from. Also, in the hopes and fears energy, we have a fear and a hope of walking away. So also, underneath the deck, look at that, walking away. There's a big theme of walking away. So something in your life isn't cutting it for you anymore, and you have to walk away from. For some of you might be a little scared of this, but it's almost like, no, like what is motivating you to move beyond this is so much more powerful than any kind of hurt that you could feel. It might just be a little bit of a subtle kind of, I hope, that's sad, but I don't feel like, this is really so positive that it's, what you have to do. This is just, what you have to do. So I feel like the outcome with the Ten of Wands is kind of the same thing. Like, again, leaving behind any last, cutting any last ties that you don't need in your life anymore, or putting down a lot of you know, things that you were carrying around that you just don't need to carry around anymore. It's not your responsibility. It's not your situation anymore. So this is so good. Releasing. We're releasing all this stuff. And it's beautiful. So you're moving forward. And a lot of you, I feel like, are either falling in love, moving forward with a relationship and committing. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. You can get messages from this if you're not if that doesn't apply to you. But this is the message that wanted to come through. Couple more things. We've got strength here. This was like, you know, on the bottom, not the subconscious bottom, but like under the deck bottom. So, you know, this is kind of bringing up some themes about your inner strength. You know, how strong are you? Getting to know just how much strength you have, how much power you have, rising above any of those kind of negative thoughts that can start becoming like a cancer, knowing how to control them, knowing that you're in power, you're in control, you know, not allowing any kind of more primal, baser instincts control us, but being able to control them. So inner mastery, self-mastery, having the strength to navigate all this, having the strength to be strong, courageous. And this popped out of the deck, the Nine of Swords. The strength kind of was right next to this. So, you know, there may be some anxiety for some of you with, oh my goodness, first of all, oh my goodness, I'm swept up by this emotion and this excitement. I'm like, whoa, this has me off balance. Am I going to get hurt? Am I going to, like, I'm not used to it, like, right? So in a good way, oh my gosh, exciting things are happening. I'm a little nervous. And then also, as we're leaving some of these things behind that are meant to go, it could be a little bit of anxiety with that. Like, oh my gosh, am I really risking all this? And am I really making this course correction? Yes, because this is what's happening right now. It's like the month of course corrections. We are all being, our realities are changing this month. We're being moved forward on our path where we're meant to be as a collective and individually. And a lot of stuff in our lives are falling by the wayside because they're holding us back from our potential and from where we're meant to be. This is like the cool faded jumpstart where life's like, all right, we got to stay on schedule here, so we're going to wrap this up. Month of September, go. You know, it's like, okay, everybody, we don't got time to waste. Let's just give a little shortcut. So, you know, this is all, and again, we're mastering these anxieties. We're mastering, we good. Okay. So this is a really good, exciting time, Capricorn. You know, you're picking up on the message, you're feeling that energy spark, you're going with it. Things are starting to manifest and be cultivated and spring forth. We're getting a huge message in the near future from God, from Spirit, from the universe, from our higher self saying, here's the epiphany, here's what it all has been for, here is the message, and we're going to have to make some practical changes in our day-to-day life scenario as a result, because here's our new reality and we're going to have to tweak our current reality, right? To become in alignment with that. But that's so exciting. And there is this Knight of Cups floating around. So who is this? Now you might even not know this is romantic yet for you. You might be totally, maybe this is about a new job for you, taking a new position, moving somewhere new or something like that, and then as a result you're getting this coming into your outcome. It could be. So I'm just saying, like, sometimes, so this guy could be floating around, you don't really know him yet or her, and then it's like, what? I'm presented with this choice of the person of my dreams? Say what? It's that kind of thing. Alright. Ooh! I'm gonna get another card just to kind of like get our lasting message. What is like our guidance? What should we remember as Capricorns? I'm a Capricorn moon. What message do you have for us? What's important for us to know, be aware of? You're on the right path. Oh, and get this. I bet the description's going to even be weirder. It says, Archangel Michael, or whomever you would like to call upon for protection, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. I would say very easy. You're like, I'm going. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. Okay, reading that again. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. You're on the right path. So, yes, you're on the right path. Move forward. Whatever is calling you, whatever you feel fired up about, yes, that is a sign you're meant to follow that. And it is a little bit risky, right? It feels a little bit like, ooh, it's okay. We're meant to be doing that right now. You're on the right path. Things are sprouting. It's not just in your head. Things are actually coming into being. And we're going to get a huge message about that in the near future. We're going to see this all come into shape. We're going to get the message. We're going to see where this is leading, why we're in this position. Remember, thank you for helping me have the courage to make these health changes, these positive health changes. Like no more anxiety, cutting away that stuff that's meant to leave our lives. Whatever is burdening us, it can go. Where are we spreading ourselves too thin? It can go. What do we have to leave behind? What is time that we have to, move forward and leave behind? We have to cut something, something can't come with us. And then there's this negative aspect that is being eliminated in the near future. Our life is transforming, and it's just about making, what does it say? Having the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. So, yes, if you are feeling this, it's okay. Don't be scared. This is where we're supposed to be moving towards. If you are having like a love connection, don't be scared. This is meant to be in your path right now. Amazing. All right, guys. If anyone wants a personal reading, they're very different from this. I mean, we go a lot deeper, get a lot more details. It's so specific, obviously, to you and your situation. I do half hours and hour-long in-depth readings. So you can either book below if you're ready, or if you want to talk about it or ask me questions or anything like that, just email me at tara@tarastarot.com. It takes about a week to get readings. All right, guys, awesome. Let me know if this resonated with you, and have a great month. Bye.